it's only one thing that's important this year. One thing. Winning when it matters. All that other stuff is irrelevant. Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling amazing. Before I say anything about Mike McCarthy, let me just say thank you. Yesterday, before I did my video, I was talking about almost being at 17K. Y'all not only got me past 17,000, y'all blew it out the water. I appreciate that. All the support, love. Thank you. Seriously. I said yesterday that I wanted to talk about the Mike McCarthy quote that came out. And the irony is when I saw it, I was like, that's something interesting. I want to talk about that. Had no idea it was going to become the story it has become. Seen it all across national media. Even Colin Cowherd talked about it. See it all up and down Twitter, etc., etc. And the thing that's making me laugh is, first of all, when did Kellen Moore become such a offensive guru that's respected by everyone in the media? He's been with the Cowboys for years. All I kept hearing is the Cowboys offense is overrated. They was calling him Boy Wonder and the pizza guy, and he's young and he don't know what he's talking about and everything. And then all these teams wouldn't hire him as a head coach. In the offensive league, one of the best offensive minds apparently, no team wants him to be their head coach. And then the Cowboys get rid of him, which is what usually happens. You take that Cowboy star off, you go somewhere else. And now he's the best thing that ever happened to football. I call cap. That's a lie. Don't believe the hype. Anyway, Mike McCarthy came out yesterday, and I'm going to paraphrase because there's no reason for me to read the quote fully because, you can get that. I want to give you my perspective on it. He basically was just saying, listen, I'm not worried about the stats. I'm not worried about being number one in offensive production. I'm worried about running the ball, taking care of my defense. In short, Mike McCarthy was saying, I'm trying to do the right thing as far as complimentary football. I said this on Twitter yesterday. That blew up too. I said this is going to make the Cowboys more dangerous. So the Cowboys have already been offensively amazing. Dak Prescott has led number one in offenses. It's not a problem. We've had offensive rushing leaders. We've had top receivers. We can move the ball. We can score the ball. Our problem is situationally. Situationally, when the margins get tighter and you got to make crucial decisions and you need to pay attention to the fact that my defense has been on the field a lot the last couple of drives because the offense can't move the ball because we keep doing the same thing. So we've had 3 to 4 3 and outs, maybe one play, maybe we would have changed once. My defense is exhausted. What do? As a head coach, you see your defense is exhausted. I've seen Micah Parsons doubled over, giving his all, but he's super exhausted. You're supposed to be smart enough to say, okay, this next drive, I'm taking my time with getting the ball off. I'm running the ball. I'm going to rest my defense. That's all Mike was saying. This is about situational play calling. Situational plays. That's it. Yeah, we ran the ball last year. We ran it poorly situationally, though. There were some stretches where Kellen would run the ball like 9 times in a row. I feel like to fill a quota. He was trying to fill a quota. I need to run the ball 20 to 25 times a game so people won't talk to me. This is also the same Kellen Moore that says, every time I'm out there, everything in me tells me to pass the ball. That Kellen Moore has no use for the run game because the run game won't get him a head coaching job. Mike McCarthy has been there, done that, conquered the mountain. He's won a chip. He's been to multiple NFC championship games before. This ain't new to him. He understands what it takes to get there, and he sees the flaws in our team, but Kellen Moore was forced on him. Now, am I here to say that Kellen Moore is bad at designing plays? No. Does he have a great offensive mind? Yes. Does he have a lot to learn? Yes. That's why Mike started his quote with, I've been where Kellen Moore has been. I've wanted to light up scoreboards. But I've also seen how that doesn't get me nowhere. Please, y'all, run a definition of insanity to me. Trying the same thing over and over again. expecting different results. We've done the high flying, try to outscore the team with a defense that's struggling or a defense that's exhausted thing. And it's gotten us, can't get past the divisional round. I don't care if we get past the divisional round winning the game 12-7 because we rested our defense and they were so dominant, we were able to be successful. See, he said, I don't mind stepping back in production. What does that mean? Well, the Cowboys can finish top 3, top 4 in offense, and we step back to top 8, but we're more effective, I'll take it. You're talking about give or take like averaging 28, 29 points a game to averaging like 26. That's literally the difference. It's not like crazy. Y'all acting like Mike McCarthy said, you know what? I want to average 10 points and pound the rock and keep you off the field. He ain't even mentioned time of possession. Y'all are twisting his words and trying to make it into what you think he meant. I know what Mike meant. No, I didn't talk to Mike. I could just see there's no way in the world that Mike is saying I don't want to score points. Y'all stupid. He's talking about if I have to make different situational changes that will affect us being overall the top offense in the league, I'll do it. If it means that the number one stat goes up, which is winning. And not just winning, but winning when it counts. Winning when it matters. That's what Mike McCarthy meant. And that's why when I first read it, my first thing, because that's what I do on Twitter, Cowboys_fan talk. I give you my gut feeling. Sometimes I'm wrong. A lot of times I'm wrong. I feel like this time I'm right. And you can call me crazy. I don't really care about all that. All I know is this. Mike has a point of view. He wants us to have an identity. We got a new run game coordinating type offensive coordinator. We got a teacher at offensive line. We got a quarterback's coach that's familiar with running the ball. Mike has referenced running the ball yesterday. All kinds of stories are out about us getting another great running back to add to this mix. We're going to shore up this offensive line. What does that mean? A lot of people trying to make this whole, they're taking that ball out of Dak's hands because he's trash. No. They're trying to give Dak everything he can get to succeed. Yes, a running back can be a quarterback's best friend. A healthy running game can be a quarterback's best friend. Because when you got to spend all your effort trying to stop this dominant run, it opens everything up in the pass. Changing the offensive philosophy. Go back and watch some of our highlights from last year. Like I said, I've been trying to slowly craft this offensive video. And the fact that Dak Prescott didn't have a lot of good short passing outlets that weren't just a 5-yard curl from Dalton Schultz. It really was a terrible offense to me. That you forcing the ball downfield with poor route concepts. Poor route concepts in my mind. That whole stop option route thing was just stupid to me. But we will get to that. I just want everybody to know this. Mike McCarthy he's had a front row seat for our offense the last 3 years. He had Kellen forcing him. He's watched us have great success versus some poor teams. Versus the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Even some bad Eagles teams. That's our division. Poor teams outside of the division. But he's seen us go up against some of the top defenses. And then this miracle, amazing, unstoppable offense gets shut down. And not just because Dak Prescott can't make the throws. Because we didn't have a second punch. Oh, we can't do what we used to doing? Well, I've seen in the last 3 to 4 years when we've been in the playoffs, whenever you've seen a dominant running game performance. When, like, not able to get over 40 yards type poor performances. No other quarterback in the world has to deal with that. You saw Pacheco go off in the Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes' run game. You saw the run game carry Jalen Hurts through the playoffs. Run game. Before he had an amazing Super Bowl performance. But run game. The run game is important. Now, does it have to be one bell cow running back? That's a whole nother discussion. But do you need to predicate the running the ball? If you want to act like running the ball don't matter, then talk to Andy Reid. Because I watched that run game change that Super Bowl. Isaiah Pacheco changed that Super Bowl. As great as Patrick Mahomes was, the run game was important. And Mike McCarthy saying that I see how important it is. And I want to make it a real emphasis in our offense because that's what we're missing. A legitimate point of view, identity, run type game. And that's going to open up everything for our quarterback. That's what Mike meant. But y'all tell me what you think he meant in the comments because maybe I'm crazy. I'm just, everyone always want to look at the glass. Well, what was Mike doing in Green Bay? And what was in the... Listen, man, if you hate the team so much, go find another team. As far as for me, I'm looking forward to this year. I'm looking forward to Money Mike. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. It's your boy, Mr. Ron. I'll holla.